young juvenile years. What I'm gonna share might not be the most favorable thing to say, but it's the truth. You know, I grew up involved in gang activities, so I was getting harassed a lot in Carson by the sheriffs when I wasn't doing nothing. But you know, I heard a lot of good things today that the sheriffs are doing now. You know, but still in all, this board was established because we wanted transparency and we wanted accountability. And we, people of our communities, we haven't seen that yet. We hear that they're working on it, but we haven't seen that yet. You know, and my personal opinion is the unions have too much power. The union have too much power to where the sheriff don't have no power. Look at McDonald. McDonald wanted to expose the 300 problematic sheriffs, but he never did because of the union. If you go to the state level, the CCPOA run the prisons. The wardens don't run the prisons. So I just think that, you know, the unions have too much power. And then I also want to add too, I was falsely arrested and convicted in 1986 at the age of 19 for a murder I did not commit. You know, I spent 29 years in prison. I've been home 4.5 years. A former gang member, now at the table trying to come up with resolution for our communities. You know, again, I'm a former gang member, but now we talking about gang members that's inside this county jail that's killing people. You know, I hear a lot of people talking about illegal immigrants. Nobody said nothing about Christopher Columbus. He was illegal. Where that's at? You know, people like to be selective and choiceful on what they want to, issues they want to bring up, but they don't want to be like across the board with it. Because if we're across the board now, we're not being racist. You know, because that's what's really coming out in a lot of conversations that I've been hearing. You know, again, we have gang members that's in the sheriff's department, and they adamant about it. They on social media with it. They all over the 4,000 boys, jump out boys, the 3,000 boys. You know, we had the crash unit, you know, that arrested me and sent me away with false testimony that was collaborated and produced by the police. And people don't like to admit when they're wrong. People don't like to face consequences. So again, that's why this board was established, to bring some transparency, to bring some accountability, you know, for the people that we do look to protect our communities. You know, and until we get that, I think we always gonna have a problem. You know, I'm speaking for the people in my community. You know, it's hard to build trust when you had so much harm done to your community. You know, we had one of our family members that's a part of our organization. You know, Quentin Thomas. This guy was in his early 20s, going to CSUN to be a med student. Went to the county jail for a traffic warrant and lost his life in there. They say he committed suicide, but it's evidence that points to that's not true. We got other family members that's part of our organization. They have family pictures of their loved ones, and they talk about it was suicides. And the trauma to the body show you that it wasn't suicide. One guy, he was cut to the bone around his wrist. I've been in the county jail. I had flashlight therapy. I know what it's like in there. I had a guy that was next door to me in '84 that all he was doing was roaming. And roaming is when you're not in your cell but walking around the jail without a pass. He got killed. They handcuffed that dude, let him fall down the escalators on the new side of the county jail, and told his family that that's how he died under escort. He fell and broke his neck. But somebody else was in there, knew the guy, knew his family, gave his family the information what really happened. Now, some of our family members, they've been compensated. When do you get compensated for your loved one committing suicide? But these rulings in these coroner's report is still down as suicides. You know, we have family members that's a part of our organization. They receive their loved ones home missing body parts. Transparency, accountability, that's what we're here for.